So the Rockets win the tip. Ball feeling it out a bit. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
Now, here is Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On offense, here are the Rockets. And it's Smith, top of the key. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Şengün. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that
shot? Maybe. And Green slams it in.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Here's Smith. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Pass to Green. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. It's deflected. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton. Using that agility to make a statement.
And Smith with the stuff.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now Green. Halliburton inside the three-point line. They get it again. Collins wide open. He fires. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Throws it up high.
And Ball sets up his teammates. When they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pistons trailed by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pass to Wiles. Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. Cans it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Isaac Okoro. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Jackson.
All free throws good from Jackson.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Johnson in the corner. Jones, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Steps back. Here's Christopher. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Okoro. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Christopher, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for Houston.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Here's Wall. And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points.
The Pistons, 11.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And the Rockets with possession here. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. A 3 ball. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Green inside the three-point line. In the dunk by Lyles.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. And he's good on the 3 ball. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2. He has 6.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And Halliburton slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Stolen by Ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. Green taking his time here. Here's the 3, and they will call over the back on the play.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Here's Ball, and it's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Halliburton for 3. And they recover it. Halliburton on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Ball from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ball's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets. A deep 3 from Green. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Şengün, no good. Pistons trailed by 11. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Green with the jam.
Let me tell you this. If you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Pulls up on the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Ball, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Another miss by Houston.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
Pass to Smith. Here's Jackson with the 3. Offensive rebound. Şengün. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
He's got a knack for those putbacks.
Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Şengün with the bucket. Pistons trailed by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Outside, Green. Got it off in time. And so we conclude the first half. Rockets lead by 8. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Here's Jones. Misses in close. Houston leading by 8. Power down with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Rockets have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Boy, he is tough to slow down.
Drives to the hoop. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
Here's Ball driving to the basket.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
At the wall, stolen by Ball. For Houston, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Team foul.
That's good from Jackson. Rockets leading by 12. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Smith. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Rockets on the break. Ball's running. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ball with it. Now guarded by Ball. Pass to Okoro.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One area Isaac Okoro has shown lots of growth, Richard, is in his defense.
Yeah, he's becoming a talented stopper. You got to find ways to get on the floor, and defense is one of them. It's something you can tell he's worked on, but there's just something about his natural ability and the way he's leaned into it.
Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. From deep. Wall. Ball with the rebound. Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 11 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Christopher. Collins grabs the miss. Pistons trailed by 16. Pass to Johnson. That's tipped. Stolen by Ball. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Smith with the stuff.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's a Okoro. And again, Detroit turns it over.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
.34 seconds left to play here in the third. Over to the wing. Pulls up from the corner. And he gets the jumper to drop. And the Rockets lead by 20. A deep three from Green. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And it's Houston with another.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get
Wow! Goodness!
Man!
Assist goes to
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Rockets ahead.
the Pistons. First foul.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rockets leading by 20. Driving inside. From downtown. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And that turnaround jumper, such a great shot to have at your disposal.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's two sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you can best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Detroit. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Smith for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
No good off the back of the rim.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Ball from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Here's Green.
Have mercy.
Wow.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
Zubac. No good. And Detroit the other way now.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lonzo Ball.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And here we go, the Pistons fast break. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Outside for Halliburton. Tries the spin move. 4 on the shot clock. And Detroit with another turnover here.
Substitution on the court.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That
It's like a rated five star. Oh, that is. Bad ass club party. Straight to hotel lobby. Like what's up? Running no lights.
Baby, I feel like we all today we turn lead. Our young and rich, young and I love me.
but chillin' around the way was just the other day. I seen a banana.